Assalamualaikum and good morning. In Malaysia, students need to be separated in classes according to ability. In 2019, the Ministry of Education (KPM) completely abolished the class segregation system to launch the teaching and learning process (PDP). Since then, there is no longer the term front or back class, but instead all students are distributed equally regardless of their level of achievement in the lesson. Although many see it as a positive thing in parallel with the PDP, which no longer pressures students with exam, there are some teachers and education experts asking for it to be revisited. This is because PDP is difficult to implement because the student level is not even to enforce the teacher to provide different material for students to have fast, medium and slow comprehension. This situation slowed down the learning process, and even some students who are originally diligent and smart become lazy and their exam results fall. Lecturer at the Department of Educational Studies, Faculty of Human Development at Sultan Idris University of Education, UPSI, Associate Professor Dr. Siti Raihamah Ali, believe that the Ministry of Education desire to mix students according to various levels of intelligence in the classroom has both good and bad aspects. He said that the positive situation of mixing student facilitators PDP based on the cooperative learning method, which is a help and help system where weak students are expected to be helped by excellent friends. This, he said, contributes to more organized PDP season and make it easier for our teachers and implement classroom assessment PBD, in addition to being in line with 21 Country Learning PAK 21, which emphasizes the concept of communication and collaboration in small group. Students do not need to be segregated by class as before because student learning in primary school is not assessed based on exam, but now focus on their understanding of a topics. British students are not allowed to bring dependents to live together. Last Tuesday, the British government announced that international students would no longer be allowed to bring their family members or dependents to live with them in the UK. Sunak told his cabinet that about 136,000 visas will be granted to student dependents in 2022, an 8-fold increase from 16,000 in 2019. That is why we set a target to host 600,000 international students here and achieve it almost a decade yearly. But this cannot be done at the expense of our commitment to lower net migration rates. We will remove the right to bring dependents on the student visa route unless they are pursuing a postgraduate research program. The figure suggests this route may be used by some as a way out of control, so we will close it, he added. Sunak said he will explore alternative options for qualification for students, such as a system that can distinguish between the quality of institution. Currently, we can still allow students to bring with them some dependents while studying at our university, but at the same time prevent institutions from selling immigration services instead of education, he said. Sunak also explained that the country government will eliminate the ability to change student visas to work visas before the end of study. He said the package struck the right balance between taking decisive action to deal with the volume of migration and at the same time protecting the economy benefit that students can bring to the UK.
Terengganu have finally confirmed the loan signings of wing wizards Safawi Rashid and Akia Rashid from Johor Darul Azim JDT for the new season. The Turtles made the announcement on social media with both the players being introduced via a video message and also a picture of them celebrating in Malaysian jersey colors. Their signings have been mooted since December last year, but clubs have not confirmed the deal, leaving fans on tenterhooks over their arrival. Safawi 26 and Akyar 24 have been eyed by coach Tomislav Stenbruckner for a while, and getting those targets will surely be good news for the Croatian, who looks to mount a stronger challenge in the Super League. Safawi is a known deal ball specialist and has worked under Stenbruckner when he played for T-Team in 2015. It feels exciting to be back home, my home state, but I know it's not going to be easy for me and I'm not guaranteed a first 11 spot. I will work hard to get there, he said. As for Akyar, he is brought in to replace Haitian winger Sonny North on the left flank. The former Kedah player is known for his superb dribbling and control, and just like Safawi, he will be expected to deliver goals and assists. Terengganu are a team that perform consistently in the Super League and a giant to watch too. I saw their potential last season under coach Stenbruckner, said Akyar. I am aware that the competition in this team to grab a place is also fierce, but for me, I am used to it because the competition to get a place in JDT has proven to be quite intense and great. I just need to show my quality training and help Terengganu do well. Continue with the next news. Conor Gallagher scores twice against his own club as Blues come from behind to clinch victory in stoppage time and pile pressure on Roy Hodgson. The Blues dominated the opening period of the match, but it was Palace who took the lead, with Jefferson Lerma picking up the ball on the edge of the area and dribbling the ball into the top corner of the 30th minute. Mauricio Pochettino's side could not muster a shot until the 45th minute as Palace tried to frustrate their opponents and pick up a much-needed win to widen the 5-point gap to the relegation zone. However, it took just 2 minutes for the second half for the visitors to level as Malo Gusto's bouncing cross was met by Gallagher, who was on loan at Palace in 2021 and 2022, and he smashed the ball past Dean Henderson. Chelsea continued to push for a winner, and Gallagher secured it in stoppage time with a neat first-time finish, before Enzo Fernandez added a composed finish at the near post to help lift his side to 10th in the table.
Malaysia experienced hot weather at the end of the northeast monsoon. Kuala Lumpur. The country is expected to experience hotter and dry weather than usual following the absence of the rain for a long period following the final phase of the northeast monsoon, which is expected to continue until the end of March. Malaysia Meteorological Department Malaysia Director General Muhammad Helmi Abdullah said during the period, cloud cover and rainfall were generally less in most places, especially in the northern area of the peninsula, including Perak, Pahang and Kelantan. The hot weather expansion at this point is a recurring phenomenon that occurs every year from February to May. During this period, the daily maximum temperature can exceed 35 degrees Celsius in the early evening, he said in a statement here today. He said so far, the highest temperature recorded by Met Malaysia's main meteorological station was 36.9 degrees Celsius, which was in keeping place on February 8. According to him, following the strong El Nino phenomena that is hitting the world at the moment, it is expected that the maximum daily temperature in the country can also be higher in most places. Accordingly, he advised all parties to make sure to conserve water and limit the time spent outside the building to avoid exposure to hot weather. He said the public is also advised to always be aware of weather change and get the latest weather information and warnings through Nation's official website, MyTracker application and social media. Let's move to international weather news. Washington. Extremely hot temperature expected to grip part of Europe, Chinese and United States, even though summer has just begun in the northern hemisphere. This giving a clear picture of the dangers of global warming. The extreme heat advisory was issued to more than 100 million Americans, with the National Weather Service predicting particularly dangerous conditions in Arizona, California, Nevada, and Texas. According to the Europe Space Agency, temperature may soar as high as 48 degrees Celsius on the island of Sicily and Sardinia, the hottest ever recorded in Europe. Excessive heat is one of the worst meteorological events that can be fatal, he said. Meanwhile, a recent study estimates that over 6,100 people died from heat stroke in Europe last year. According to climate synthesis, global warming could lead to heavier and more frequent rains. While residing in much of the southern U.S. experienced weeks of unrelenting high temperature.
Welcome to MHNN News. My name is Nohana Ziha. Upcoming Pendekar Awang film a spin-off to Mat Kilau. Studio romantic tight-lipped on replacement director. The Mat Kilau cinematic universe is expanding with the upcoming release of Pendekar Awang Darah Indera Gajah. Following the success of 2022 historical epic, which is currently the highest grossing local film in Malaysia. Production house Studio Kembara is looking to recreate history again with the Pendekar Awang, which is a spin-off to a prequel to Mat Kilau 2. Studio Kembara head Abdul Rahman Muhammad Dali said the spin-off was due to them wanting to paint a bigger picture of the Mat Kilau universe, which is inspired by true events, and the storyline will be too long if they stick to just 2 movies. However, only the framework of the film is based on historical facts and the rest is fictionalized. We do have a team which has done research on the dates and facts of Pendekar Awang. Since he is the youngest brother of the Mat Kilau, he also possesses of greatness of his own, said Abdul Rahman, who also the film producer. I was expecting that question tonight, but we just have to wait. We will reveal it during the premiere screening later, he said. This is following online reports that the film's initial director, Errol Abu Bakar, was dropped from production early in April this year. Errol told Portal M-Star that he had completed 19% of the editing of the film before being dropped by the Studio Kembara. Our next news is Kung Fu Panda 4 character poster release. Universal Pictures has released the official character poster for Kung Fu Panda 4, which hits cinemas starting March 6. It's been 8 years since the last Kung Fu Panda film. That's why fans of the beloved movie series are excited for its latest installment. The first 2 posters featuring Tita Turner, protagonist Po, Jack Black, and Kung Fu Master Shifu, Dustin Hoffman. Meanwhile, the movie main villain, Chameleon, Mova Davis, is also shown in more details on a poster of her own. The also went out while Fina, Poe's new sidekick, she plays an integral role in his guise in the new movie. Rounding out the character poster are the cute yet generous rabbit trio. In Kung Fu Panda 4, Po is relinquishing his position as a dragon warrior and hopes to find a new youngest to train. He stepped to become a spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. However, the shape-shifting chameleon stands in his way. The powerful sorceress has her eyes set on staff on wisdom, which will give her the power of resuming master villains from the spirit realm. To stop chameleon, Poe Funhouse invents a skillful corset fox who become his new ally. In their quest to protect the Valley of the Peace from chameleon, Poe will find heroes in the most unexpected places too.